Hello, welcome back to Mindful Musings. I'm Dee Dee, your host. I'm an energy alchemist, sound bowl practitioner, and an intuitive. How are you today? How are the energies treating you? The Schumann resonance, jumping timelines, solar flares. There's just a lot going on, isn't there? I hope this finds you well and that you are taking care of yourself, nurturing yourself, because we all need that right now. We all need that for our mental, emotional, spiritual, and physical well-being. Remember to take care of all the different layers. So yeah, I just wanted to pop in and say hello, check in. Oh, yeah, I'm thirsty. Please be sure you continue to drink those fluids, water with electrolytes, so you can be in your body, because the fascia, everything, our body needs our assistance so that it can be releasing the energy, releasing the old patterns, the dis-ease that may be stuck there. We need to give it as much support as possible so that we can be healthy, wealthy, and wise. Anyway, so very excited in terms of, I finally, yesterday I started my little wildflower garden bed. I'm doing a raised garden bed, and just making it real plain, simple in terms of little blocks. There's little concrete blocks that you put some lumber, so it's nothing fancy. So got that set up, and with a couple of trips to pick up all the soil and all that. So it was a good day. Two things from yesterday. The first one is that being outside all day, and it was actually a nice day to be outside because it's cloudy. So I'm gonna hop out there and get going after I do this video. Continue working on my garden. But it was a wonderful day to be outside, and how much better I feel. I was, a nice tired. That's from doing physical labor and just feeling connected to earth and the outdoors. So I highly, highly recommend it. One other story, and then I'll go a little bit about the garden, because. Like I said, it's a lot of labor, and put on my little garden gloves and moving dirt, and the hardest part is because it's the one area of the yard where the grass is beautiful, of course. So what I'm attempting to do is dig in and replant the grass, so you have to manually dig in there and lift the sod out, and then I go and I take it to the front yard where there's a bunch of bald spots, and I'm in there planting it. So physically kind of tough for me, because I'm just not as young as I used to be. But what happened was, my second load of soil was ready to go be picked up, so I hopped in the car and went over there. And as I get into the parking lot, I look down and I go, oh, my ring was missing, and my heart sank for a minute. And then, thank you, Spirit Team, they said, oh, it's in your glove. And sure enough, I remembered, oh yeah, when I was taking off my garden glove, I remembered, well, this kind of feels weird. So even though I felt relieved, you know, that old programming gets in there, goes, well, I really should be worried. So why don't I work myself into a worry? Now let's wait till we're almost home to do that. So then as I was almost home, then I started panicking, like, okay, yeah, it's probably in the glove, but what if, as I was taking the glove off, I flung it and it flung out of the glove, and I don't remember where I took off my gloves. Whole mental process. But the good news is that I ran around the corner to the back porch, grabbed my gloves, and sure enough, my wedding ring was in the glove. And I just said, thank you, you guys. Thank you, thank you, thank you. But I also found it fascinating how I wasn't content to just be in the knowing of like, oh yeah, it's in my glove. I still had to make up that story. I had to create some sort of anxiety. I don't know why, but I think that's sometimes what we do as humans, because I trusted it, but didn't quite. I still wanted the proof. And then it came in the, well, what if the intuition, what if that information isn't accurate? Shouldn't I stew about it? But I kept the stewing to very minimal. So I'll say, yay, I did that. So that was a fun thing. I thought that was really cool, and I'm still so grateful for my team. But the thing that was coming to me this morning is, you know, the taking the grass, cutting away the lawn. That's a time-consuming and very labor-intensive for me process. So the little plot is only like 4 by 12. Well, yesterday, and of course, granted, you know, I didn't spend the whole time on doing that. I was doing other things, setting it up and getting the soil. But I only got one little section done of getting the grass lifted. So I'm going to do that today. But what's coming to me is that you know, our life is the garden, and there's no sense in hurrying, because I'm trying to hurry. A part of me is and a part of me isn't. The higher knowing of me is just like, you know, it takes as long as it takes. There is no pressure right now. Just do one step at a time, one little step. And knowing that it takes time to remove that which is not serving in the space that it currently is, and to remove that, and then to replace it with something that now serves the purpose. And then to grow, then to plant the seeds and wait for it to grow and to blossom. That is so our life, and we are so much in the stage right now of removing what isn't serving us. And it is time consuming. It is, it can take a physical toll, emotional toll, mental toll, and the importance of getting the rest, of the hydration, of getting rest and taking breaks when you need it. That this isn't a sprint. This is the journey of life. This is one step at a time, and it's going to take as long as it takes. I hope this is making sense, but that's what was coming to me this morning, is about, it's the journey. That's the cool thing. It's the being in the moment. It's the being in the moment as I have my little shovel and I'm digging it and I'm pulling up the grass and I'm lovingly taking the grass and finding another place to transplant it. It's being in the moment rather than hurrying the process to try and get to some destination. Well, guess it's not that destination. It's gonna, the goalpost is gonna move, you know? There's always going to be something. So the trick is to just enjoy it as much as we can. And enjoy planting our garden. Enjoy the life that we are creating for ourselves. Mourn the loss of that which is no longer here, or that which is dying or going away. Yes, we can mourn that loss. We can say goodbye and allow that energy to go. But then sometimes we have to sit still in the emptiness to know what is the next step to create what's right for us. So who'd have thunk? All from getting out there in the garden and just digging and getting dirty and getting all muddy and sweaty. Pretty cool. But anyway, so let me go ahead and let me pull up an oracle card, see if there is any guidance for us today, if there is something that Spirit would like us to know, a message to help guide us, to encourage us, whatever it might be, for the highest and greatest good of all concerned. And of course, the light fills, surrounds, and protects us all for the highest and greatest good, for entertainment, spiritual purposes. And what was it? There's two talking to me. But this is the one that called out the most. And these are fairly new to me, so I'm excited to work with them. This is Oracle of the Seven Energies with Colette Baron Reed. They're really pretty. And I did get another set of oracle cards. They're gorgeous. For Elena Fairchild, they're just simply stunning. But I think I'll wait to use those. But let's see what the Oracle of the Seven Energies has. Oh, something popped up right away. Let's see what that is. Oh, yes, of course. Yes. In all things, it is the spirit of gratitude. Oh, I love that. The vessel of the ears, hearing, speaking, hearing the gratitude, seeing the gratitude, all things gratitude of that. When we see through the eyes of gratitude, all things change, all things shift. Our heart, when we feel low or vulnerable or maybe even angry or depressed, one of the things I've learned is I can stop myself and then just think of the things that I'm grateful for. It's like I just stop and I go, I am so grateful to have a roof over my head. I'm so grateful for my kitty cats. I'm so grateful for my husband. I'm so grateful for the earth, for these flowers. I'm grateful for all the crystals around me. It's as you find things to be grateful for, the energy shifts. And it's just like how love and fear cannot exist in the same space. Same thing with fear and gratitude, or depression and gratitude. You bring in that energy of gratitude and the energy shifts. And then you just can feel it as you release it. And from that place of gratitude is how we live our life, how it just opens. It opens the channel for the divine information. It opens our heart to connection. It opens our ability to hear that which is filled with grace and love. And make sure that you're speaking gratitude to yourself, the inner ear. Make sure you are speaking kind words, gracious words of love and encouragement to yourself as well. So let's see. This is, of course, the energy of thought. Yes. This is the energy of spirituality, ego transcendence, liberation, God consciousness, understanding, and wisdom. Spirit of gratitude is the prospering power of prayer, of communion with the divine, expressing a deep gratitude as you move through the world, knowing that your prayers will be answered exactly as they're meant to be. In prayer, we connect directly to our higher power. It is a way for us to be in communion with the divine, a reminder that our lives are a sacred conversation we are continuously engaged in. Prayer lets us know we are not alone. A power greater than us acts on our behalf and is activated through us, suffusing our hearts and minds with a faith that is life-affirming, loving, and compassionate. When we pray, we acknowledge that we are only part of the equation of life, that a spiritual aspect is always in operation. We engage in humility, knowing that we are co-creative partners and have so much to be grateful for. Expressing gratitude and asking to be of service is the most powerful, prospering prayer of all. When you focus your attention on appreciation for even the smallest aspects of your life and what you already experienced, it's like waving a magic wand. Everything you need comes to you without effort. Obstacles fall away and your purpose becomes even clearer. The kind of prayer that will prosper you and others today is one of deep, abiding gratitude. You become a magnet for miracles when you are grateful and ask to be a channel for the divine purpose. Divine abundance, love, and compassion. The power of Source is within you, and now is the time to reawaken it. That's wonderful. That's very much within alignment. I know it's the whole day yesterday out in the yard. I was just grateful. I was just grateful for the opportunity and the ability and to be healthy enough to do that, to be outside, to be planting a garden and creating hopefully a little sanctuary for the butterflies, the bees, the hummingbirds, the birds, whoever, and make a little place of beauty and peace. So gratitude, and I am grateful. I'm grateful to have this experience, to be able to do this YouTube channel. Sometimes I wonder, I go, what am I doing? I don't know. Spirit keeps saying do it, so I listen, and I do this and hope that it is of some service and assistance. I know it assists me, so I appreciate you. Ooh, nice. Awakening Genius. Wow, powerful image. But the wisdom, goodness gracious, the wisdom, awakening the ancient wisdom, the divine wisdom. Oh my gosh, that is just a beautiful. The genius yes, that there's mental, but it's multi-dimensional genius. It's not just a mind thing. It's not just a brilliance, intellect. It is higher wisdom. It is the ability to integrate the information that comes in, to integrate and awaken our abilities, our innate skills, our ancient tribal powers, awakening it inside, invoking the presence and the assistance, always asking. Because remember, our angels and celestial beings, they will not interfere if we have free will. So we always want to invite and ask for assistance, ask for guidance. That is wonderful. Yes. The key concept to awakening genius is the spirit of creative expression, bringing forth new information, birthing, knowing that your ideas matter. Your ideas matter. Got it? They do. The ancient Greeks believed that each person had a special take two. Each person had a specific genius that acted like a spirit guide. Ooh, nice. Inspiring you with new ideas to further your evolution as an individual, as well as the evolution of all in humanity. You could say that genius is the spirit of creative expression, and when you tune into it, amazing things happen. When your genius awakens, you realize you do not have to do everything yourself. You have an inspired, dedicated, wise helper on your side. Today, you can imagine cultivating a playful relationship with this extraordinary spirit. If you can, you'll recognize that you don't have to solve every problem with only the knowledge, the memories, and experiences you already have accrued. Your intellect in this case serves as a channel for the spirit of genius, and it can filter in new information. So how you forge this connection is to get out of your own way and simply allow it to work through you. The word genius comes from the Latin geniere, meaning to bring forth or birth, and it shares the same root as the word generate. So you are at this moment about to give birth to a new mode of expression, and a powerful one at that. Commit to partnering with your genius, and only deep satisfaction and success will result. Today is a day when your inspired idea matters. I love that. From the spirit of gratitude, of the divine connection, of the inspiration, allows that opening to create with your spirit of genius and to give birth to new ideas, to express yourself from your heart, from the truth of who you are. Yeah, this is a time of birthing new ideas, of being inspired and allowing yourself to be inspired, allowing the child, the inner child, the wisdom of the inner child, of that curiosity, of that. When we think we know everything, we don't. And we put a clamp on it, we put a lid on stuff, and we're not open to the information. What this is saying is open your heart with gratitude, and then open your mind and be willing and open to experience the genius that is around your spirit, the knowing that we have, your spirit team, the celestial beings, whatever word level you call it. but that we have to open up and suspend that limiting belief that we have. And to trust the process, to trust that the universe has us, that the divine always has our highest good in mind and in heart. Trust the process. Trust that you are on the right path. Remember, it's just one little step at a time. And you can't force it. Just like I can't force, when I plant the seeds, I can't force them to grow and take root. We take one little step at a time and then stand in the stillness and wait for the next step to be clear. We don't have to do the whole thing all at once because that's impossible. And it takes away from the joy of the journey, of the gratitude of the journey that we are on. Yes, if you look outside, it can be really gross and awful in that 3D world, in that chaotic world. Bring yourself back by finding the things that you are grateful for, expressing gratitude for yourself, for your body, for your heart, for your spirit, and be inspired. Be inspired by what we can create and what we will create. Remember to stay grounded. Get outside if you can. Oh my goodness, it has made a world of difference. Get that grounding and get your hands dirty if you want to. Create, paint, craft. Go take a walk outside. Drink plenty of liquids. Remember square breathing and filling your heart with gratitude, knowing that the universe, all of these beautiful beings, benevolent beings of light and love, are here to support us. We're not alone. You are not alone. You are a divine being having a human experience. We all are. Let the experience be a joyful one for you. Release what is ready to be released. And embrace your true magnificence, okay? All right, I think that's going to do it because I want to get outside and get my hands dirty again and see if I can dig up some more dirt. All right, my friends, thank you so much for being on this journey with me. And remember, like, subscribe, and please share so we can grow the community. And take care of yourself. Know that you are loved. All right, my dears. Nice big breath. All is as it is meant to be. Please keep remembering that. Big love to you. Blessings be. Namaste.